to introduce our work, OpenManus. My topic today is empowering language model, agent applications while framework and capability evolution. And my name is Sirui. I am from Deep Wisdom, a startup in China. And first, I will introduce MetaGPT, which is an open source multi-agent framework. And we open source this in July 2023, and it has now more than 55,000 stars on GitHub. And also, we open source OpenManus this year in the April, and it has gotten more than 10,000 stars in the first 24 hours. And actually, now we have active communities, more than 6,000 members. So we are an open source team in China. So beside the open source, we also have some research results to the community, and we have provided the MetaGPT paper and A-Flow, and we have won iClear oral trials in 2024 and 2025. And in this year, we also launched our products, which named the MetaGPT X, and it has ranked the daily and weekly #1 in product hunts. And this is the demo we sample from the user use the MetaGPT X, including personal websites, dashboard, interact games, and etc. And that's very interesting. And nowadays, we think the agents are revolutionizing the information access and interactions. So the basic is that the user interact with the digital world has evolved. In 1990s, and human beings used the search engines to get the information. But in 2000s, this evolved to the social media. And in 2010s, people use the mobile apps to get information. And nowadays, people use the AI agents to connect with the digital world and have their information. So the fundamental shift is that humans use the softwares from the multiple software interface to that one unique agent interface. So this is the base difference. Let's make an example. For example, if you want to plan a trip to Paris, traditional, you have to visit multiple websites. You also need to fill out multiple forms. You also need to manually coordinate all the aspects of the trips, which I think is heavy work. But currently, the agent will give you a different ways. It will search all the informations. It will also check out the hotel availability. It will also check out the attractions with real data. It will also, I think they can do some customized recommendation for you based on your previous interaction with the agents. So today, this will be the true, I think, maybe in 2025. So what is an agent? So how do we define agents? So basically, we provide our concept. So we think the foundation agent should be capabilities including these characteristics. So foundation agent actually is an autonomous intelligence system which can actively perceive diverse environment signals. It's just not waiting for the user input, and it can actively search for the data and get signals from the world. And it should also continuously learn from the experience. So it should adapting its behaviors based on the past interaction with the agents, with the humans. And it should also update the internal states such as the memory, their emotion, and they will maintain a dynamic inner world that influence their decision making, just like the example I gave. And they also reasons purposefully about the external actions and internal cognitive processes. For example, if the flight prices is unusually high, they will propose to give an alternative dates with a better rates. I think this is the capability they can do today. And they also need to adapt dynamically to change the conditions and the requirements. It means if you want to add a place in your trip, the agent should regenerate a plan for you accordingly. So this is a basic idea we provide for an agent framework. And this is also the basic idea of the foundation agent is proposed in our last survey this year. It was the advanced and challenges in foundation agents. We are inspired from the brain modules. And we think there are a lot of works we can do today with the language models and to improve the AI agent capabilities. So basically, we think in the context of AI system level, most of the AI agents are in the level 3 that the system can take actions and they do. I think they have the expertise in specific areas, but actually in the term of level of AGI, we think most of the agents are in the level 2. So there is a big gap between the specific agents and the general agents. So in this work, today we have to improve the agent capability with the reasoning capability and with the reward model feedback to improve the planning and improve the tool usage, etc. So what we do, we involve the OpenManus from MetaGPT to a lightweight frameworks. So MetaGPT is a software development comprehensive framework. It includes multi-agent collaborations, and it has a broad ecosystem. But to align with the foundation agent we just mentioned, we think the agent should have the task automation capability, which means that the agent should optimize its tasks and should respond to the environment quickly. And the agent, the framework, should provide enhanced adaptability with true usage. And so in this talk, I will focus on the planning capability and the tool usage for our new framework, OpenManus. So in China, actually, OpenManus is very hot. And from the news, OpenManus is just developed within 3 hours. But actually, this technology behind OpenManus has built on our previous research work. The first of all is the data interpret, which is a LLM agent for the data science. And in this paper, we propose to enhance planning capability to use the hierarchical planning structure, which means that we use hierarchical graph modeling to improve the agent capability. It used the direct a cycle graph with the DAG to improve the agent capability. Sorry. So in these figures, the agent will decompose the original user requirement into smaller tasks, and the agent will identify the relationships between the tasks, and these tasks are use the natural languages, and the agent will then use each task to generate actions. While in the OpenManus, these actions are in the code form, and this form the two-act framework in OpenManus, and I will explain this later. And so in this yellow part, this is the action graph, and all this action graph is in the code form, and they will ultimately translate to the true innovations. So OpenManus adopt this idea and involve this into the planning tool. And this planning tool basically provide plan creation, plan management, and the step execution tracking, and also the task status updates. So within this planning tool, the OpenManus, the agent in OpenManus can manage its task and tracking all the plans to the changing environment. Next, for the two algorithms, we also propose two retrieval and two organization algorithms in data interpret. And OpenManus also use this idea and involve this to the two acts framework. This side, I provide a demo which is developed last month in OpenManus Hackathon in China, and this was developed by a Chinese developer, so it's a Chinese. It was a coffee shop recommendation app which can provide the location information and the traffic information and some price information also for if you want to find a meeting place for your friends. And the developer used OpenManus and with some geo tools like Google Maps and to develop these apps. So within 48 hours, so it is very convenient for our developers to use OpenManus for their practical and real the true use apps development. So basically, I have mentioned Trio Act framework multiple times. So what is Trio Act? Basically, we think that's the React mode plus tools plus prompts. So Trio Acts that complicates that is not complicated, and it completes tasks through combination of predefined tool calls. It will offer better safety and control. So it has two components. The first of all is the tools component. It defines the action space that the agent can assess and is able to do what the function that the agent can perform, and also have the prompt components. This also define the control behavior logic. So developers just have to design the instruction for the application and the decision logic for the tool usage and the task. So the agent will base on this prompt and the tools to perform a long-term task solve. So basically this code is a simple example for OpenManus to use tools and prompt to build a basic agent with OpenManus. It's very simple. You just define your tools and the prompt, so you can create your agents for your application. Next, I will introduce more about the tools that OpenManus, in OpenManus and the most developer loves. And the first one is the computer use, which is, I think is not a big news that computer use, because the Asavic cloud models can provide these capabilities. So basically in OpenManus, we implement this computer use functionality based on the command line shell-based approach, which means that our agent can generate the command to access the local compute and interact with this file system, and to conduct a lot of things such as the file management, to create a file, to edit a file, and to do some content search. And always it can monitor the application and the system resources. So this is also a demo that was the output of the OpenManus terminal or the OpenManus, the computer use tools. And next, I will provide the two tools that's also famous in OpenManus. The first is web search. So OpenManus integrates multiple search engines that it's very easy for users to use this search engine to get real-time information. And also we integrate some filtering logic and data filtering logic inside the tools. So it performs smart search result parsing and information extraction. So it also supports multi-language search and the result translation inside OpenManus. So it's very easy to use these tools. But actually, directly use the search engine is not insufficient in nowadays, because we have a lot of websites. The users or the agents should interact with the website, such as have to click on the button or have to do some filtering on the website. So basically, we integrate another open source repo named the browser use, and we integrate this as a one tool of the browser use tool that it can help our agent to perform like human beings, to do some web navigation and to pass the web page content and do the click, typing, scrolling, and etc. So with this example I provide here, this is the basic idea of the tool that's using OpenManus, and that's very easy for developers to understand these tools. And nowadays, OpenManus also integrates MCP, so it's very convenient for our OpenManus framework to adapt to different protocols and to integrate with the new features. But we also have some challenges, and we have the future perspectives. So first of all, we can process multi-modality information, but we still need to enhance the cross-model understanding for intelligent tool selection. And we need to have a more unified representation learning for seamless integration. And we also want to integrate more multimodal tools for our OpenManus framework. And we also want to have the feedbacks and a more intelligent process logic for these tools. So for the planning capability, we want to have a recursive planning with dynamic self-correlation, which means that the agent can understand what is wrong and how to correct itself and during a long-term process. And we also want to give the memory-enhanced planning for consistent execution. It is a big challenge, I think, in the long-term tasks, where the context is very long and it's not easy to maintain the consistent. So we also will improve the hierarchical planning architecture and to make it more useful, and I think will be helpful in complicated tasks such as the machine learning tasks like MLE bench or other tasks that are more complicated. And we also want to have the error detection and the recovering in long-running tasks. So for other features we want to interact with OpenManus is that the multi-agent system, we want to improve the social interaction and the collaboration of the multi-agent system. We also want to integrate open and closed source integration with different models, and we want to provide more ensemble strategies to improve the test time scaling for the agent system. So that's all. Thank you.